Will I ever actually make it? Or am I just destined to die tired and broke? You ask yourself that every single morning when the alarm goes off, and every single night when you're staring at the ceiling. You see the people online with the cars and the freedom, and then you look at your own life. The mounting bills, the insufficient funds emails, the physical ache of working a job that's literally trading your soul for rent money. And you wonder if the top is even a real place for people like you. You want the pain of being broke to stop right now. Not in 10 years, not when you're 65, now. But the more you scramble, the deeper the hole feels. It's a suffocating cycle of just getting by. But here's the thing. While you're screaming at the universe for a break, there's a much colder, much more terrifying question you're avoiding. It isn't when will I be rich, it's how do I know if I'm even capable of it? Because wealth isn't a lottery win. It's a psychological blueprint. And if you don't have the tells we're about to talk about, you could work 1,000 hours a week and you'll still end up with nothing but a tired body and a bitter heart. Let's look at the signs. Let's see if you're actually a predator in waiting or if you're just a victim who's learned to love their chains. If the first part of this video felt like a punch in the gut, good. That's your survival instinct waking up. But emotion alone won't fix your bank account. To do that, we have to look at the cold logic. Most people think wealth is about how much you make. It's not. It's about how much of your dopamine you're willing to trade for a future you can't see yet. Think back to the Stanford marshmallow experiment. A child sits in a room with one marshmallow. If they wait 15 minutes, they get 2. Simple, right? But most kids eat it immediately. Why? Because the human brain is hardwired to prioritize the now. It's a survival mechanism from when we didn't know if we'd find food tomorrow. In 2026, that mechanism is being weaponized against you. Every buy now, pay later button, every shiny upgrade, every treat yourself moment is just you eating the marshmallow. If your first instinct when you get a win, a bonus, a gift, a tax refund, is to spend it on something that loses value the second you buy it, you aren't building a life. You are decorating a cage. Wealthy people aren't smarter than you. They just view a dollar as a soldier. They send it out to work so it brings back more soldiers. Do you see a soldier or do you see a snack? There's a psychological tell that predicts who stays at the bottom and who climbs to the top. It's called the Locus of Control. People trapped in the cycle of poverty usually have an external locus. They are experts at explaining why they're broke. The economy is rigged, the boss is a jerk, the government is failing them. And here's the thing, they're usually right. The system is flawed, but being right won't pay your rent. The wealthy, or those destined to be, operate with an internal locus. It's an almost obsessive belief that they, and only they, are responsible for their outcome. They don't waste breath on things they can't change. When you stop asking, why is this happening to me, and start asking, what am I going to do about it, your brain literally shifts gears. You stop being a spectator in your own tragedy and start becoming the architect. If you're still waiting for the world to become fair before you start winning, you've already lost. This is the part the motivational gurus never mention. Wealth is incredibly lonely. If you actually start doing this right, your life is going to get very quiet. While your friends are out at $100 brunches, you're at home with a spreadsheet. While they're signing 72-month leases for cars they can't afford, you're driving the 10-year-old beater and putting that extra cash into an asset. You will be judged. You'll be called cheap or no fun or a hermit. We are tribal animals. We hate being the outcast. But wealth is built in what I call the boring middle. It's the 2 to 5 year period where your effort is massive, but your results are invisible to anyone else. If you can't handle being the boring friend for a season, you will never be the free person for a lifetime. If you need the applause of people who are also broke to feel successful, you're never going to make it. So we're back to that question. Will you ever actually be wealthy? Don't look at your bank account for the answer. Look at your last 30 days. Did you blame anyone else for your situation? Did you eat the marshmallow? Did you cave to the pressure of fitting in with people who don't have the future you want? If you see these patterns of discipline and internal control in yourself, then the pain you're feeling right now isn't a death sentence, it's labor pangs. It means the version of you that is free is finally trying to be born. But if you're still waiting for a lucky break, if you're still waiting for someone to come save you, then you should be terrified, because no one is coming. The audit is over. You've seen the signs. You know the tells. Now you have to decide, are you the owner of your future or just the fuel for someone else's? The choice isn't made once, it's made every single morning. What are you going to choose tomorrow? If you find this video helpful, don't lose the trail. Subscribe for the next chapter.